Why can I not get that fucking song out of my head? Let's sit here tonight next to the radiator because it's fucking freezing. Oh, dear me. Oh. So, let's see who comes on this evening. What time is it? 10:30. So I've got some stuff to think about, to talk about. Why is that on there? Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm I'm totally confused. I realised I got the HDMI plugged in to the TV. Anyway, so come on, guys and girls, where are you? I want to make sure that the microphone is working. Well, it's very fuzzy and grainy for some reason. Wonder why. Anyone in? Anyone in? Drop us a little message in the chat if you're there. Jerry, what's up, man? Hope you're well. I don't just put that piece of paper down. How's it going, Jerry? Been up to anything interesting? I thought tonight I might just talk to you guys about what you want to talk about rather than me blast on about stuff. I've got enough to talk about, believe me, today. It's been quite a week. Cooking and cleaning, mate, that's all I've done today. I swear. I've done about 4 days worth of food in the freezer. My dad's still not here. He's fingers crossed comes back Monday. So yeah, I've been cleaning the house and getting everything ready. Yeah, it's it's not something I like to do. I love cooking. I absolutely adore cooking. I think that's the Italian blood in me. My mum was Italian, so yeah. What have you been making? Anything interesting? Give me some ideas. Mate, I'm fully 100%. Now I look, it's funny. Now I look back at it. God, it was weird, man. Like it was like being on some new weird drug. Like really weird. It was like the after effects of something. That's what it felt like. Didn't feel like flu at all. Like I keep hearing people say, "Oh yeah, it's like a flu." Didn't feel like a flu. It just made me absolutely shattered. Like every time I wanted to do something, it felt like I just like ran for 10 miles. It was weird. And then all these like little, I'll tell you how to describe it. So, you know when you get one of those random little pains just for like a split second, like as if someone just put a little pin. Mate, random as fuck. Like really, really just there, ankles, leg, thigh, neck. Just random, like really random little shoots of pain. That and tiredness, that was literally it. I can't think of anything else that I had. I wasn't feeling sick. My smell was all right. No headaches. It was just like I was running on 15% energy. Dead weird. And then like in here as well was weird because it wasn't flu, because it wasn't like I feel like it was just weird, like dead strange. I was like, yeah, you're a god, same thing. Mate, did you test when you felt that? Because I nearly didn't test, and I just did it for the fuck of it. I thought, you know what, I just want to see. Because to be honest, I'm glad that I've had it. One, to experience it, to figure out what all the hype was about, and the other just to get the fucking antibodies, you know. Oh, what, you lost your taste and smell, did you? Interesting. So you've probably had it as well then, because that's literally. See, it's weird. When I remember having, God, I probably only had flu about I could probably count the amount of times I've had flu on one hand in my whole life. Never took the flu jabs, none of that stuff. But I always remember it being really thick, like your head was just, everything was heavy and everything was, this was just tiredness. This was like I just not fucking slept for like 3 days. And the mind as well. You know, if you don't sleep, your mind goes a bit like, ooh. I felt that as well. Like weird fucking dreams. Like I must have slept 18 hours a day, like uncontrollably. And then I'd wake up, have something to eat, fucking straight back to sleep again. Like I think I said it in the other one. I started about 10 series and 25 films and didn't see more than 15 minutes of any of them. I've got no idea what they're about. Just fucking gone. But yeah, it's crazy. So how long did it last, Jerry? Did it last what, a week or so, or was it over quite quick? Because I hear a lot of people get rid of it quite quickly, and obviously there's the people, you know, have it for a month or whatever. And I think I said this last time. I'm so glad it happened when my dad wasn't here. Which, oh shit! So you had it for about a month as well. Wow, that's crazy. But yeah, it's definitely feels the. I suppose I could use the word, but it felt like it was some kind of poisoning. You know, some kind of like, I hate to say it, but starts with bio and ends with Eppen. You know, that's what it felt like. I've obviously got no fucking experience and things like that, but I can imagine that's what it was like. It's funny. I've been listening to a couple of things about the people who have looked into the actual structure of the virus, and there's one thing in there. Fucking hell, I can't remember what it's called. There's one thing in there that's kind of gives the game away that it was made, not just some natural thing. And I don't know if I was kind of expecting it as well, which was, I guess, half of it was like, now I've got it. You know, I was thinking about like, fucking hell, I wonder what it's going to do. Is it going to? But yeah, it was pretty, bit of a non-event, apart from the tiredness and just fucking sleeping. You know? Yeah, so, see, now you've said that, I've still got a bit stuffy. I'm still like having to, but I don't know if that's just because fucking English weather's shite. It's fucking really cold 1 minute, it's 18 degrees the next, it's 50-mile-an-hour winds and rain, then it's still and warm, and it's just like this, you know, up and down, crazy bloody weather. But yeah, there's something I wanted to talk. In fact, I'll ask you, Jerry. I don't know if you saw. What was it? Let me get my piece of paper. One sec. What we got? Obviously, there's the Elon Musk thing in Twitter, which I thought is in. It's weird. Elon Musk's intent when it comes to what he's doing, for me, seems like, tell me if I'm wrong, but I feel like his intent's quite good. Like he's a weird character and massive, but then name me one massively intelligent person that's not weird. You know, they've all got their little kind of like, what the fuck. Yeah, buying, what was it, 14% of Twitter. And I did notice, yeah. Oh, in fact, yeah, just going back to that. See, I didn't. I just went and got one of them fucking stuff it up your nose, in your throat things. And you know what I got from that? Do you know what I got from that? Really fucking did my head in, was the fucking smell of like metal. Like, what the fuck? As soon as I put it in my nose, as soon as I was like fucking chemicals were just like, fuck. Yeah, see, okay, yeah. So let's go back to that. So the what's it called? The thing he's talking about, the brain implant. Now, that's the only thing that I can, out of what he's done, it seems to be the only thing in there that's got a kind of very dark side to it. Because, you know, obviously it depends on who gets control of that. If it's just him, see, it's a very questionable thing because, you know, it's. Let me think about this. He's obviously helping humanity in some way, right? Now, is this his secret way of combating the agenda of artificial intelligence? Because he fucking hates artificial intelligence. He's not a fan. You know, he's warning people, fucking stop doing it. They haven't stopped. You know, all these fucking Google and whatever are just fucking freight train trying to be the first to do this without thinking about the consequences. And I've noticed that he does really, you know, oppose the whole idea of having fucking AI run everything. So yeah, I'm definitely with you on that. It's definitely got a kind of dark, sinister sort of thing side to it, maybe. But what gets me is there's it's weird, isn't it? It's weird because anyone who's got that much money, I've obviously this is something I've always believed, right? Anyone who's got that much money and is in such a high position and has so much clout, if you know what I mean, it doesn't really fit with me that that person's not involved in this group, you know? Yeah, see, I agree with you completely. Followers, exactly. Now, I don't love him as a fucking, you know, like a plutonic, obviously. There's people out there who fucking worship the ground he walks on. I don't worship the ground anybody walks on. I find that's can end up being a terrible mistake. And the thing with him, though, like he's definitely outside the box. He's definitely an outside the box guy. You know, the first thing he said about when he took over Twitter, because I noticed a few weeks ago he put out that poll that said, "Do you think Twitter, you know, respects free speech?" And it was like 82% said no, and I think he said something like, "Okay, well, we're going to fix that." And then that news comes out that he's bought 14% or whatever, which makes him, I think, the biggest shareholder of whatever. But one thing I did notice that he so many messages to him saying, "Bring back Trump, bring back Alex Jones," and I got a feeling he probably will. You know, I've got a feeling that he has, you know, he has a respect for free speech and not just free speech kind of thing. He's full free speech. You know, if you don't want to hear it, don't fucking listen to it. If you don't want to watch it, don't fucking watch it. You know. But I guess time will tell. You know, I guess we'll have to. Yeah, see it again. Very true. Um, yeah, but then who fucking hasn't? You know, like yeah, he's definitely done that, and the whole holding of hands like this, and yeah, it's. I don't know. Maybe this group is getting a little bit more advanced, you know, and realise that they can't just fucking shout and scream and tell us what to do all the time. They've got to sort of softly make you sort of head that way. And what a guy to, you know, what a guy to use. Because yeah, people have a lot of respect for him for doing impossible things that no one else has fucking done. You know, I don't know if you've just seen his phone, the Tesla phone. Fucking hell, that looks insane. Like massive advances, huge advances, completely ridiculous. But again, is that going to take over? And just so much money involved in everything he does. That's the thing that gets me, is there's so much money involved. But one thing I did see what he said the other day was that when someone asked him about, is he really the richest person on the planet? No. He said there's a certain Russian who's definitely got way more money than me. I wonder who that is. But yeah, crazy. So listen, I wanted to talk about one thing. This, I don't know if you noticed, but that Ukraine and Russia thing that's going on. Right, so I have seen something. I haven't researched it yet, so don't take this as gospel. Yeah, agreed again, 100%. So, I've lost my train of thought. I think that's a side effect of COVID. Losing your train of thought, because that's been happening a lot in the last fucking couple of weeks. Crazy. Yes. Now I hope he does, mate. I hope that he. Like, I was trying to think if this. I forget the name of it. The thing that he's been trying to tell people to implant in his head and shit. Because they've done it to pigs, haven't they? They did it to a couple of pigs already. It's weird, isn't it? It's fucking weird. But is it? See, one thing that it's funny. I was talking about this with someone today. There's someone saying, "Oh, we've got to respect nature, and we've got this, and nature's this, and nature's that." And I thought, what the fuck are you talking about? We are fucking part of it. We're not some external fucking entity. And I notice a lot of people talk about it like it's some thing over there. It's like something that we're looking inside nature. We're looking inside the environment. We are the fucking part of it. Now, my argument was that anything humans do, whether it's fucking ridiculous, whether it's really good, whether it's evil, it's nature. It's human nature. Like, if you look at the amount of different human beings on this planet, from beautiful people, kind people, people with empathy, that group, and then everything in between that and pure evil bastards, fucking serial killers. So from that to there and everything in between, it's all part of nature. Okay, human nature isn't just like one thing. It's everybody, every type of person, every individual that's different, because everybody is different. And so human nature is such a vast scale of, from good to evil. Simple as that, really. Because there are naturally evil fucking people on this planet, and there's naturally kind, empathetic people who give a shit about as much as they can, So it's a weird one, because you think all this stuff, like even the brain implant, the chips and fucking vaccines and whatever, it's all part of nature. And it's whether, again, it's different people have a different view of what is right and wrong. So these people who think it's right to take control of everyone and fucking make everyone miserable, and then there's the other people who don't want to control anyone and make everyone as happy as fucking possible. So it's such a there's no fucking line between it, because it just blends from good to bad. So it just is. Yeah, exactly. Tons of them, absolutely tons of them. Talking of bad actors, did you see what fucking Sean Penn said? It was on like Fox News or someone with Sean Hannity, I think it was. Fucking hell. That guy, one, he looks absolutely ruined. Two, he sounds mental. Like, he can't even, like, he's doing what I do now. He can't really fucking hold a conversation. It's so weird. But he said, I think I wrote it down. He said that Russia is intimidating the West into not using nuclear weapons. Like, what does that translate to? For me, that translates to we shouldn't be scared to use nuclear. What? This bloke's fucking mental. And of course, he's got, I don't know if you know about CORE, which is, I think, his NGO or something like that. They were in Haiti, and the whole, I don't think it was the Clinton Foundation. I think it was the other one that they've got, the Clinton something else, some other fucking scam. And they were saying that a lot of the money that went missing, remember, I'm sure you know about all the money that went missing from the Clintons and Haiti, that whole story. Well, apparently a lot of it went to him. And that's why he said, you know, the Clintons like the best fucking thing since sliced bread. Oh, what a fabulous, amazing person, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, it just seems weird. It's like, because wasn't he the one who, I'm sure I remember when, was it Katrina? Didn't he go out, he just grabbed a boat with a few of his mates and started going out and helping people and stuff. And I always thought that, you know, what, I've never liked him as an actor. I just find it kind of objectionable, to be honest. But I thought his intent's pretty good because, you know, he was screaming and shouting about FEMA, how they failed and how they fucked it up, and how they, excuse me, how they, you know, well, you know, the whole Katrina thing, how they fucking waited and they parked all those buses just outside the city for like fucking days, didn't actually go in and start taking people out until it had all gone fucking mental. And he got in, I think him and his mates got in a boat and went out fucking saving people and rescuing people and all that. And I thought, you know what, if the guy seems to have kind of good intent. And then he started to support all the vaccine mandates. And I was like, what the fuck? What a fucking, well, just like 1 minute he's like fucking this, and then next minute he's fucking bollocks. But yeah, just I thought that was the most mental thing I've heard someone say, like on the mainstream media, that we can't be intimidated to not use nuclear weapons. Yeah, exactly. And we know where that's written, don't we? That's my worry. Like everyone's saying, they're never going to use them. Fucking. You know what? Like, fucking try and get your head around that. Imagine. Like, it's mental. It's like, that would be a fucking great well, not a great reset. That'd be a shit reset. Like, fucking unreal, evil, fucking horror reset. I can't. I think everyone would just be stunned for about a week. I don't think anyone would believe it if it actually really did happen. I think people are, it's fake. It's fucking happened, blah, blah. And then it would be too late, you know. Now the one thing I did hear that, well, I did see it actually. I saw some news item about it that NATO have said no, like straight no to joining, like for Ukraine to join NATO. They've said no. Why the fuck is this still going on? Why isn't like fucking Zelensky or whatever his name is? Why doesn't he just fucking neutralize Ukraine again and go, all right, fucking everyone stop? Like he's obviously a puppet. There's obviously a proxy war going on. I've thought that from the beginning. I thought about it last time, 2014. I thought it's a fucking proxy war. It just didn't go as far last time. This time it's gone to the point where, you know, all the funding is coming from the West. So there's probably more action from the West than actually Ukraine. You know, they're supplying the aircraft, they're supplying this, there's javelins, and it's not, you know, it's every country. It's not just, it's mental. It's absolutely mad. Like, I'm surprised something mad hasn't happened already, because imagine, like, say, okay, just for like explanation purposes, right? Say, right, Jerry, you and me, we're enemies, right? And you're the bigger guy and I'm the smaller guy. But you see that I'm being funded by 50 massive guys, right? Who, you know, bring in that kind of intimidation bit, and you start to think, well, hold on a minute. The fight's between you and me, but I've got 50 other people involved who are just off camera, who are just kind of, yeah, use this, use that, throw this at him, do that, do this. And you think, that's not Ukraine versus Russia, is it really? You know, so you go through that whole thing of what's it, you know, where's the line where Putin's going to go, you know what, fuck this, you lot are off your fucking head. There was obviously that agreement, that Minsk fucking thing, which Zelensky just, fuck that, we're not doing that anymore. And you think, oh, well, the consequences of that, you knew. Okay, so he knew full well that if he did what he did and bring it up again and try and join them, he would fucking know. And he said, if you do it again, I'll fucking come after you. And what happened? Exactly that happened. Hey, 4 people online. Come on, get in the chat rooms. Let's talk about stuff. I wanted this to be more of you guys talking to me and telling me stuff and feed off each other. Who else we got in? Come on, don't be afraid. Show me who you are. Show me who you are. Can you believe it? It's 11 o'clock in the evening. I've got a cup of tea. How fucking British is that? Magic. Yeah. See, what did I see the other day? They definitely 75. Definitely 75. For some reason, it's like some kind of fucking hotspot for the labs. You've got Merck and fucking all the. I forget where I saw it. I think I might have seen it on. I can't remember what social media it was, but a guy was showing you a map and all the companies, and it was just flashing company after company after company after company. It was just like, Jesus Christ, is that for real? And you think, fucking hell, well, that really does make sense if there's that many, because they're not just doing vaccines and fucking headache pills, are they? Fucking dick pills, Jesus Christ. Yeah. How you doing, Magic, anyway? How's it going? I hope all is good with you. All is pretty good here at the Mo, apart from my dad's still not here, so it's not that great, but a couple of days, hopefully he'll be back. Oh, dear. What else have I been seeing? I'm trying to think. Cool. One of you guys tell me tell me something I don't know. I always look forward to that. I want what's his name? Dougal. Where's Dougal? Are you one of the 4? The trouble is, Magic. One big fucking problem these days is fucking truth. how do we even fucking know it is anymore? Yeah, someone could say, oh, there's only 3 there, or there's none there, or there's 500 of them there. How are anybody ever going to fucking know? The trouble is now is information is based on belief. And I fucking hate belief systems, because once you have a belief system, you kind of shut off every other possibility. I don't like that. Yeah, slowly, but then that's their MO. You know, do things slow. People get bored. People turn away and fucking look at all the squirrels fucking slapping each other on stage. You know, I just find that. I find that that's the one thing for us now that really is, I think, the most difficult. Somehow it's got more difficult to actually figure out what is the truth now, because there's so many fucking opinions and everyone's got a computer and can make up bullshit and show you fake this and show you fake that and whatever. And it's like, how do you distinguish without actually going there yourself and looking at these fucking places? How can you like think, yeah, because it you know, there's the narrative, for instance. You know, if you could kind of say that people like us have like, I question everything. That's my narrative, is I will question everything as much as possible. A lot of people don't. A lot of people just fucking listen, parrot it off, and you can tell a majority do that because of, look at the situation we're in. But I tell you one thing, one thing I did want to talk about, which I found quite, I don't know, it's fucking brain blowing, mind killing, was CERN. CERN. I'm pretty sure you guys know about CERN. Considering mass field ruling the world. Yeah, do you know what? It's funny, that name came up the other day. In fact, a whole load of family names come up the other day that I just never fucking heard of. I was just like, what? Yeah, the Rockefellers and whatever. But then there was all these other, like, fucking what? That have, like, centuries. Yeah. Hey, Magic, did you see Trump's speech at the World Economic Forum when they invited him in? And they really kind of, they were trying to entice him, and he was having fucking absolutely none of it. And I thought that was quite the stuff he was saying was literally kind of not directly, but indirectly talking about the people that were asking him to come in. It was great. I'd never seen it before. I think it's obviously quite old, but I'd never seen that before. Yeah, see, that it seems to be. That wasn't something I was taught. That was something I've always done. I remember when I was probably 9, probably 9 or 10 at school, and they were telling me about, I think it was something like RE, religious education or whatever. Fucking hell. The amount of times I used to question stuff, I used to get kicked out constantly. No, stop asking stupid questions. What do you mean, ask stupid questions? And that, listen, everyone's free to think how they want to think. If you love religion, fucking brilliant. I'm happy for you. If that's what makes you happy, that's what this whole thing's about. I myself don't have a belief system when it comes to God and Jesus and whatever, whichever one you want to talk about. So I used to, when they said on, he resurrected, and I said, how? And they looked at me funny. I really, like, the clarity I have on this memory is insane. And I remember the teacher saying, be quiet. And I said, I want to know. I was like, why? It's happened once in 2,000 years. How come it hasn't happened again? How come it doesn't happen all the time? And yeah, well, I was fucking 9 years old, you know. But that's when I knew that I would question everything, and it used to piss people off. It used to really piss people off when he used to ask why, and they tell you, and you say why, and you ask why 5 times, and people get fucking mad. You know, for example, why is this like Ukraine Russia thing kicked off? Oh, because Zelensky wants to join NATO. Why? Because he wants the backing of all these people. Why? So he can get support and take on, become bigger. And why? You know, it just goes on and on until people get fucking frustrated with you asking why. Yeah, but Magic, you'd be called a fucking for saying that to a regular person. Like you'd be classed as a fucking. That's mental, isn't it? Yeah, see, I'm dubious about that because they've had that for a long time. You know, Magic, you'll know. Stephen Greer's talked about this for fucking years, absolute years. I've just seen a thing in a guy in Pakistan who has converted. He has a garage and he converts bikes from, regular fuel to hydrogen, and it's in a sense of, it's a little bottle about this big attached to the bike with a couple of pipes and whatever, and it's water, and I can't remember what it was, which creates the hydrogen. And he looked, and all the small bubbles were hydrogen, and all the big bubbles were oxygen. And he's converting bikes, so people don't have to fucking pay anything. It would just kind of self, you just top it up a bit every whatever, and it would last fucking weeks. And yet, hold on, why the fuck haven't they done that to absolutely everything? You know? Oh, because the fucking stock market would crash if they fucking did something like that. That's the trouble. All these technologies that we talk about, like the consequences of bringing in something like you say, free energy, right? Brilliant. Fucking humanity would be progressing and the environment would get better and blah, blah, blah. But the stock market would crash, like decimated. Imagine if you took all the fuel companies off. So it's a disaster whichever way it happens, whether you bring it in or you don't. It's a fucking disaster. Okay, yeah, 100%, 100%. We've got. I don't know if you've seen this thing. I don't know if it's real or not, but it looks pretty real. There's different footage of it. There's pictures of it. I think it was even on the news that we're talking about it, which doesn't make it fucking real, obviously. But hey, is it this weekend? Fuck yes, definitely up for that. Definitely watching that. Yeah, of course. But then I'd say probably even before that. I think the whole point of the whole design of the markets was to manipulate them and control everything. Can't really see the point of making them if you're not going to control them, you know. But yeah, there was something Musk was building, or apparently it's Musk. Don't take this as gospel, but he's built, or someone has built. Okay, you've all seen Star Trek and fucking Deep Space Nine and all that shit. You know the Stargates, those circular things with the kind of shimmering fucking whatever it is in the middle. Well, there's the start. Someone is building, whoever it is building a fucking Stargate, but it stops back there and there's cranes and fucking scaffolding and whatever. But it's 600 feet high. Like, what the fuck? It's not small. It's not like like the ones you see in Star Trek, about fucking 20 feet wide or whatever. 600 fucking feet. Wasn't the Trade Center like 800 feet? It's fucking massive. We're talking like, what was it? Contact. Do you remember the Jodie Foster movie? Do you remember that thing, that fucking spinny, whatever it was? Yeah. It looks about the size of that. Is what I was just like, what the fuck? but nobody's like. Usually, Musk would be, yeah, I did that. Yeah, that's mine. You know, he's pretty open when it comes to like what he's doing. I think he's got like open patents on everything, so anybody who wants to copy it can go and fucking do it. I think he encouraged the Chinese to take Tesla and fucking start doing them. Do everybody a favor. He said it saved me doing it. So, but this doesn't seem to be talked about, which makes me think maybe it's not true. Maybe it's not him. But, you know, I see a lot of things about how, I think even Greer said it, that the acceleration of technology over the next few years is going to be mind-blowing. Yeah, I think he said it like 4 or 5 years ago, and he said the next 10 years are going to be insane. They're going to be unbelievable stuff, you know, from from AI to whatever, and to the point where it's indistinguishable from reality, which, you know, if you look at some of the games now, you look at some of like the flight simulators and things like that, fucking hell, they're pretty hard to distinguish already. But you then add AI and all the other bullshit to all that stuff, and you think, how are you going to fucking tell in 5 years from now? How are you going to tell what's on the fucking screen isn't just some fucking computer generated thing to make people think, oh my god, you know? Yeah. How much fake footage are we seeing now that's questionable? Like fucking hell, what? I don't know if you've seen that thing with the moon, fucking something hitting the moon. It's big, and you think, fuck, what the fuck? Some of it's rubbish. There's like 10 different versions of it, but there's one that's like that actually does look like something hitting the fucking moon. Well, now you've said that. See, this is the kind of live I want. Is when people start saying stuff in chat and it makes me trigger something. I just saw a woman who went into what's the mode that you go into on a phone? Not creator mode, like whoever, like if you took your phone in to be fixed, they put it into a something mode where they can go into the firmware and change and whatever. So they went onto this thing and they were in a cafe and they went into this mode and they went into show all Bluetooth devices. Okay. And when they turned it on and scanned, yeah, there was Oppo, whatever, there was iPhone and whatever. But then there were hundreds. Like I think there was something like, because they were in a cafe in a kind of city and it was really busy. When they turned on, there was hundreds of these just numbers, like an IP address looking thing, but hundreds of them. And they were like, what the fuck are these? And the woman, like whether it's true or not is another thing, but the woman said, these are all people these are people. These aren't phones or devices or I suppose you could call, you know, if you've got a fucking chip inside you, you've become a device. You are a fucking device for somebody. And I thought that was quite massively interesting, because if something like that's true, then fucking hell, we're in the cart, mate. We're in deep shit. But it was people, and she said, these are all the people that have had the vaccine. And I thought, fucking hell, if that's true, has everyone who's took the vaccine got some kind of fucking Terminator chip in them? What's that? I watched Terminator last night for like the 50th time. For the first time, it makes today seems real. Predictive programming. It's a fucking tool they've been using for years, isn't it? But imagine coming up, like, okay, you think of people being chipped or whatever, but then fucking hell, you think, hold on a minute, what, you're popping up on Like digitally, you are a device. That's fucking insane. Venom scenario. What's that? Venom scenario. I'll tell you one thing I do want to talk about is CERN. Those fuckers. I want to get into a conversation about CERN because there's some fucking wild theories going on at the moment about CERN. But yeah, Venom scenario. What's that? Just going back to what you said, Magic, about the Cabal showing us in films. Mate, they don't hide their shit. They hide it in plain sight. There's no like you've got to go look for it. It's fucking on series and films and television, you know. Oh yeah. No, got you. I thought it was something else. Yeah, no, but I understand that now. Yeah. So I've come up with this I'm thinking completely out the box when it comes to this. So bear with me, right? So CERN has been fucking around for some time now, yeah. And things have got completely mad in the last, I don't know, say the past 3 years. Let's say 3 years, yeah. There has been such a massive change in mindset, reality, just the whole. It's as if there's another reality going on here, because some of the things that I hear people say over the last couple of years have been so insane, but to the point where I cannot find a single fucking percent of me being able to go, yeah, I can understand why you think that. No, I can't. There's like zero. It's so out fucking there that you think this is mental, like proper. And I had this thought, and it was weird because it just sort of came to me. It was like, what if CERN had an accident and just not said fuck all? What if they'd done something and were like, fuck? Because they were obviously not going to fucking tell you. They tell you fuck all about things of much lesser value. But just think about what happened if CERN had an accident a few years ago and it changed things. Well, it's really beyond. It's really, really fucking beyond, because you've got to really think in that headspace of like what reality is, and you know, the whole like digital simulation, etc., etc. And you think, if they'd had an accident and it had changed, you know, a lot of. Imagine having two realities that are kind of right next to each other, and the majority of people are in one, and then there's people like us who are in the original one. And that would kind of explain why things are just absolutely uncomprehendable when it comes to the shit you hear on the news, the shit you're hearing people saying about fucking identifying as a fucking dog with a rabbit's head. Today I'm a fucking brush. You know, the whole fucking binary thing, the whole teaching fucking kids of 5 sexual fucking stuff. And you think, this is mental, like proper. 20 years ago, you'd have been locked up for even bringing it up. Yet now it's the stuff that's totally acceptable, that is just like fucking mind. Like, how many times, like it was the reason I started this fucking channel, was because things were getting so mental that I couldn't just sit there and just be like, fucking everything's going to shit. I had to fucking get on here and say something. And that thought has come up in my mind that if they'd had an accident and changed things, it would explain why certain people or the majority can't see what we see. Because to me, it's so obvious. Like the whole vaccine thing and the whole, it's pretty fucking unquestionable now that without a doubt, this fucking thing came from a lab. You know what I mean? So, but forget the detail. What I'm talking about is how come people don't see it, like at all? I got a member of my family who just no fucking chance. All natural, blah blah. Yeah, there's all this fucking. It's fucking mad. It is. Now they can't see it because maybe it's not in their reality. You know what I mean? I'm going to get deep on this one because this one really does set the kind of picture for explaining what the fuck is happening. All this, everything turned round. Yeah, up is down, left is right, good is bad, bad is good. And you think, is it like a parallel fucking reality? Is it I can't think of. I was trying to think of another explanation for why things have got the way they are so quickly. Because it nearly happened like that. It didn't like gradually over 10, 20 years, things got a bit fucking, it was like bing, fucking half the people are mad. More than half the people are mad. Like 89% of the people are fucking nuts. The shit I see and the shit you see, like how many times, like I think I said it in one of the earlier videos, I've never questioned so much in the last 3 years. I've probably questioned more in the last 3 years than the past 30. And for those 30 years, just to put it into context, that was when I was really into like researching and finding stuff out. So I asked a lot of questions. It was questioning everything. Now, when I question stuff, I can't come up with answers. There's no, oh, it could be this, and a fairly easy way to understand. Fairly, it's a legitimate reason, or it's a mental illness, or it's something caused this. Or, well, what caused this to happen? What caused that whole shift from people thinking quite normally to completely batshit fucking crazy? And then you ask them, and people will say, I'm batshit crazy, and you're batshit crazy for thinking the way that we do. It's so weird. It's as if there is two realities. Most people are going down one, and we're going down another one, and that's why people can't see what we see, and that's why we can't see what they see, because it's not in our reality. It's not in. I don't see this stuff, and I assume you don't see this stuff. I go to China, see all the noise carrying on life as normal, totally oblivious to it. Exactly, that's what I'm talking about. How can they? How can that happen? How can they obliviously walk around? Okay, yeah, they're dumbed down, they're brainwashed. Blah, blah, blah. No, I don't think it's. I think it's more than that. I think it's more than just people are like blinkers. Oh, just gonna trundle on and fucking get on with life. Because people are coming up with absolutely, like we used to be called the, oh, you fucking mental, oh, you're crazy, thinking like that. I never used to think people were mad to not think like I did. I never ever thought that. Okay, I still don't think like that. Because the people that I would say, oh my God, have you heard about blah, blah, they'd just be like, you're looking into it too much, you're thinking too much. Oh, it's just a conspiracy theory. No. But they would never come up with like an answer for it. You never used to get a conversation out of it. You just get shut down. Now, people have an alternate answer that just doesn't make fucking sense to me. And I think, how, if you look into it deeply, how the fuck can that happen? How can there be such a divide now? How divisive the last 3 years have been. I don't remember it being so divisive. People used to disagree and agree, and that would be it. Now, fucking hell, you get fucking, God, it is mental. It is absolutely mad what's going on. But I thought I'd share that with you because CERN is doing stuff that is just fucking wappy, like fucking out there. The whole madness about creating fucking miniature black holes. Just like, what the fuck? Really? You're playing around with shit like that? Then if that's the stuff you're telling us about, what the fuck are you not telling us about? And that's what made me start to question that, because I thought, I can't actually think of anything on this planet right now that's more powerful and would have such a dramatic effect than CERN. What else is there? Can you name another thing that is any more ridiculous than CERN? And that really is, if anything ridiculously terrible was gonna fucking happen, that is completely outside the box, incomprehensible madness, that's where it's gonna come from. But even then, Jerry, I don't think, even if it's in their face, that's why I don't even think. That's why I've just kind of mentioned that, is because for me, I see a lot of what's happened over the last few years as in your face, like absolutely smash, but people are still no. And you think, how? Just shown you a fucking this, and I've just seen that, and you've just read this, and you've just heard that fucking person say it. No. Are they seeing something different? Are they hearing something different to when we do? As an example, like I'm not sure about this one, but like the whole Mandela effect thing. How well, I'm trying to think of one of the better ones was like is it the Bernstein Bears? And it's Bernstein Bears. The whole thing out the Hunger Games where they're all stood on those pods and that bloke explodes because he steps off the thing. I remember that. And I'm sure that's not in the film anymore. Like things like that. Now, is that something to do with CERN? Who fucking knows? I just like to question everything. I don't want to just kind of write stuff off because it sounds fucking mental. Because CERN is madness, absolute madness, and it is 100% factual that CERN is real. It's not just some fucking conspiracy theory. It's there. You can see it. And they talk about it, and it's in scientific news all the fucking time. You know what I mean? Yeah, but even then, Jerry, like I'm trying to think how to explain it. Imagine that something like, okay, say in the next couple of years, we have massive, like, fingers crossed this doesn't happen, but imagine over the next, say, 10 years or 3 years or 2 years or something, a lot of people lose their lives because of yeah, imagine that. But we all know what it is, but they'll say it's something else. They'll say it's another version of whatever. And people will go, oh, okay. Oh, it's terrible. This is fucking terrible. That's what I'm talking about. I think that even if someone smacks you in the face with the information, I think that, like, I'm trying to think how to put it without sounding absolutely fucking mad. That information that you're talking about So that smack in the face with the information might not be in their reality. You understand what I mean? It might not be what they see. Even though you've just seen it and you can read it and you can watch it and you can this and that, why are they not seeing it? You know? How? You can even say it about what's happening with Ukraine. It's like, why did that happen? Why don't you just stay neutral and save thousands of people's lives? Because it would have been better for everybody. It would have been better for the West. Would have been better for Russia. Because no one wants to get involved. As soon as, you know, like I think I've said it before, as soon as Ukraine joins NATO, Russia attack. You know, that's what's going to happen. Russia attack Ukraine. And then the whole of NATO have got to get involved. And then buttons start getting pushed. And no one wants that. NATO don't want that. Russia doesn't want that. No fucker anywhere apart from fucking Sean Penn, that fucking twat. No one wants that. They just recently put some mirror poles close to CERN. Fucking hell. Oh, God. Oh, the world's gone fucking crazy. And I want an explanation why. Yeah, I don't even think that there is, like, if something like that has happened, if something like CERN have fucked something up and it's caused some fucking mad, uncomprehendable thing to happen, people won't see it. They just simply won't see it because it's just not there for them. You know? I think it's like what I see, there's a guy who's got an app on a phone, some kind of, I don't know if it's like an infrared camera or some kind of something or other. And he'll scan it over something. Like he showed you in fact, it was the Bernstein Bears. So he had the book and it was the Bernstein, Stein at the end. And when he went over it with the camera, when he looked through the camera at it, it said Stain. He took it away and it was EIN, AIN, EIN. And you think, again, how the fuck do you explain that? Is that a dual reality? Is that some kind of fucking mad shit that's happened? You know what I mean? Oh, I love talking about stuff like this because it really is fucking mad. It's absolutely mad. JWCV, dudes on point when it's about what's here and coming with technology and our doom. Yeah, I would say there is definitely not going in a very good direction at the moment. I don't think anywhere is. I just want to. My dream now is to go and live on a fucking mountain somewhere, near a forest, near a river, near a lake, whatever, and just fuck all this off. Just not fucking listen to any of it anymore. Create my own fucking reality, you know? Because that's what we literally do. That is literally what our minds do, is they create our realities. You think of something you want, you do, you love, you go and do it, you go and buy it, you go, and that is creating your own reality. And I think that's now the kind of main aim for me, is just to be like, you know, obviously whilst my dad's still here, I'm not going to do fucking anything. But, you know, I don't want it to happen, but I know it's inevitable. But when he's gone, I think I'm going to just go, you know what? I'm fucking out. I'm done. You know, I'll still do a bit of YouTube and whatever, but I don't think it'll be about this stuff because I find it's draining. Like listening to this stuff and trying to figure it out and wonder why people can't fucking understand what's happening. It drains you. It really does. It's a crazy world now. Absolutely fucking mad. And I don't have an explanation for it. I've got a couple of theories like the one I've just said, but it just blows my mind how it's got to this stage. And still people are like, what? This is normal. It's not fucking normal at all, for fuck's sake. Ah, it's crazy. It really is. Oh dear. I can't think of any other explanation. I can't even think of anything more crazy than what I've just said to even kind of counteract the madness that is actually happening. You know, I find it just, it's incomprehensible. It literally is incomprehensive what's happened over the last few years. God, the amount of times I've sat down at dinner with my dad, and he likes to watch the news and whatever. I'll sort of put it with it for half an hour or whatever. And the amount of times we've looked at each other and gone, "What?" Just being absolutely gobsmacked at what someone's just said. Yeah, what was it? I saw this the other day. Someone went on he said, "Watch this," and he went on um, the Armed Forces website for the UK, and he's gone, "Look at this," right? So he's put his name in, put his dress, gender. And there was something like 30 fucking 2 or something. Like, what the fuck? Like, what? Just mad. Yeah, exactly that. Normal is gone. The new normal, which is just not normal. Fucking crackers, man. It really is absolutely fucking bonkers. I'm trying to think what are the really like mental fucking theories that I've heard lately. There was one. There was one that just made me chuckle because I was just like, fuck off. Please don't even fucking go there. And that was, in fact, I'm not even going to go into it because it's just fucked. It's like it's one of the most fucked up things I think I've ever heard when it comes to like what this is, what we're in, what we're experiencing. And it was something to do with. In fact, I'll tell you a little bit of it. So it was something. It was something to do with that nobody's alive, right? And this, what we're going through, is recalling your life. And that's why time has no fucking, if you think, however old you are, it feels like just fucking, it's not that long ago that you were like fucking 10, 15, 20, 30, whatever. It's not that long ago. And you think, fuck me, I've been alive, like myself, I've been alive for 48 fucking years. And I think, how? How is what I've just experienced been that fucking 48 years? How the fuck? So I thought that was quite a good one. And that nobody's alive and everyone's just recalling their lives. Which I thought, what the fuck? But yeah, there's some proper mad ones out there. Yeah, I know, mate. I feel exactly the same. It makes me feel sad. Sad is the correct word. It really is just, you know. And I just wonder how much of, like, the amount of manipulation that's going on at the moment. Like, I just heard something the other day about the whole Will Smith thing. Yeah, exactly. 53. And like, doesn't it feel like fucking, like, how many times you say, "Oh, it was only yesterday, I was fucking, at school," or whatever. You think how fast that has happened. It's as if time is not, it's not, like, there's no length to it. You know what I mean? It's like it's all now. You know what I mean? I just hope in the next few years we don't see that first line off the Guidestones. I don't want to experience that. I don't want to be alive when shit like that happens. It's that's I can't imagine trying to get you know, we can try and get a head round what's happening now. Imagine if something like that fucking happens. Imagine if suddenly like fucking people just drop like fast, like thousands and hundreds of thousands a day. Like, what are you going to do? Because it's literally going to affect at least fucking 90% of the people you know, and that's mad. It's like what 9 in 10 people that you know going to what vanish. What the fuck? Really? Like I really do. I say that with a full heart. I do not want to be here when that shit fucking goes down. I want to be either gone or on a fucking island somewhere without without anyone else. A fucking fishing rod and a couple of cats. Mate, exactly. But do you see? This is the other thing, Joey. Do you feel 50 fucking years old? I feel like I'm 24 in here. Like this. This doesn't get old. This does. This thing, but in here doesn't. I think the whole perception of time is just. I just don't think we understand it. I don't think it just goes tick, tick, tick. I just don't think it does that. I think fucking time is like this. I think what you know sometimes it's like, I don't know if anyone, I don't know if either of you guys have lost time. Like I know a couple of experiences that I've had that I'm just like, what the fuck? I don't mean like weeks. I'm talking about like hours where you're just like, what the fuck? It's that what? It's 6 o'clock already. Stuff like that, you know, where you kind of write it off as, oh, I was busy, I was this, I was that. Like the amount of times, and I've always thought this currency, the only true fucking currency that we have is time. That's it. All this other shit is bullshit. Time seems to be the only one we have because it's limited. It constantly counts down. You're always, every second that goes by, you have less of it. So spend it wisely. Don't fucking lose any. And I just think, like, for me, that's the only truth I can really come up with and say, factually, this is absolutely true. That's it. Time is the only currency we have. We don't have fuck all else. You can say we've got this and that and whatever. It is literally the only thing. Time faster, but aging. Yeah, exactly. And people have always said that. Oh, you get older, time goes quicker. How can it? If it's a constant, how the fuck can it? So yeah, it can't be constant. I think what's his name? Bob Lazar was talking about how gravity changes time, which brings me back to the whole fucking CERN thing. You know, the dangers, the fucking dangers those fucking idiots are doing. Oh, but they're scientists, they know what they're doing. Do they fuck? They've got no fucking idea what a fucking God particle is or a fucking what a mini black hole is going to do. They don't fucking know. Yeah, it's madness. It really is. But yeah, this last week I've really been thinking like wappy thoughts. I think it actually, do you know what? I think it actually came from having the fucking, you know, from having that fucking tiredness and because it really like I think I said it when I did that little video of me all fucking like oh I feel like fucking shit that whole thing was trippy for me. It was fucking trippy, and again it was as if like time was just going forcing wake up fucking hell it's 4 o'clock oh shit it's 8 o'clock fucking hell it's 2 o'clock in the morning fucking you know what I mean. It's crazy. It really is. It's a It's a difficult fucking reality we live in. Mate, that's what it feels like. It's been fucking upgraded. Someone else, you know what? Now you fucking said that, you freaked me out because someone else said that to me the other day. It was it was like you've had a download and fucking it's fucking version 2. You know what I mean? Bit quicker, bit faster, bit more clarity, bit more open-minded, bit more fucking wappy, bit more mental, bit more whatever. Yeah, it's like an update. Plugged in and fucking, and that's you know, I'm not even going to get into that because that's a whole nother fucking spiral out of control. Oh dear me! But I don't know. I find it exciting, scary, interesting, weird. Yeah, it's you've got to have a. Do you know, I thought this the other day as well that God, to survive in this world right now, you have to have a fucking mind of steel. You really do. Especially when you've gone down that rabbit hole and you've fucking, you know, you've accepted what reality is and how things are and how evil people are and who the fuck runs everything and the corruption and whatever. You've got to have a really fucking strong mind to keep going and not just shut off and go, fuck this, I'm not doing this anymore. This is fucking, you know? Because I'm definitely not at that stage yet. I'm definitely still like fucking coming for you, you fuckers. Mate, it was. It was weird. It was for me. It was trippy. That's the only way I can say it. Like I've done a few things in my life that have brought on certain trippy things. I've had a couple of natural experiences of very trippy things, and it reminded me of that. The way I was going on these fucking mind thought tangents of complete. It's when I started thinking about fucking CERN. I've never really fucking thought about that. I always thought it's just some dangerous shit. Fucking idiots, stop doing it. But it's that, you know, it made me start to question things that I'd never really thought about properly. And it wasn't like I saw something on TV and it reminded me and thought, oh, fucking hell, that's interesting. Ooh, yeah. Ooh. No, it just came up one day. I was just like, fucking hell, imagine if CERN's done some fucking mad experiment. It's gone totally wrong. And something's happened. And maybe they don't even fucking know it's happened. Yeah, everything's changed, like for the worse. It's not made anything better. Mate, that is it. Felt like I was drugged or poisoned. I think I said that in the thing. It felt like I was poisoned. It wasn't flu. For me, it definitely wasn't flu. I think people are saying it's flu because the TV's fucking saying it's like flu. So everyone's like, oh yeah, it's been like flu. You know how fucking people parrot shit. Well, no, I fucking had it. Like 100%. And mate, when I did that fucking horrible test that left that foul taste of metal in my mouth, the line that came up, it came up in about 30 seconds and it was fucking dark. It was like someone had gone. It wasn't just some like kind of faint little red line. It went fucking dark, black. And like my sister was here when I did it. And you know, she stayed over there and I said, I feel a bit fucking weird. It's like I'd just driven like 200 miles and the last sort of like 50 miles of driving, fucking hell, it was a struggle. I was fucking like, it's like questioning myself, saying, "Do I feel all right?" And I was like, "Okay, yeah." And I even pulled over at one point because I was like, "This is fucked." I was like, "Have I smoked too much pot? Have I something?" I was thinking, "Nah, there's no fucking way." I was like, "This is something weird." And the last sort of 10 miles, mate, I was fucking like, fuck it, I've got to go home. I've got to go home. Windows down. Music was blasting. fucking cigarette. I was just like, fucking hell, stay awake, stay awake, stay awake. And I got home and my sister was here. I walked in all like, fucking hell. She went, yeah, you don't look so great. I said, to be honest, I don't feel that fucking good, to be honest. Yeah, no, Jerry, I'll definitely check that out, mate, for sure, 100%. And I just remember, like, she was like, why, what's wrong? And I said, I just feel really fucking strange. Like, I feel knackered, but just a bit like fucking bit out there. You know what I mean? And she went, oh, you better do a test. Oh, fucking hell. All right. Oh, right, you know, fucking hell. No, I'm here. I've got people at work. All right. Fucking calm down. Fucking foul. And did it. And I walked out. I put my bags and shit in the room, went to the bog, came out, and she went, is that? She went, oh my God. And I was like, what? She went, I think you've got coronavirus. I was like, what? I went over, looked at and it was black. It was like, fucking, you have definitely fucking got it. And she fucking went, oh, ran out the fucking house, waited outside. And I was like, oh, fucking hell. All right, everyone calm down. And from that moment, I just felt really fucking spaced out, like weird. Very, very strange. Mate, yeah, 100%. Like I had no what's the word? I had no kind of perception of it. I just kept looking at my mileage going, fucking hell, about 18 miles away. About 18 miles, come on. I kept looking at the thing and it was going, it's like 17 miles. Come on, baby. Fucking get there. And I think I pulled over probably 2 or 3 times on the way back. So I was just like, this is weird. I was questioning myself. So I was like, are you just being a twat or is something going on? I pulled over on the fucking motorway. Got out of the car, was like, yeah, there's definitely something fucking weird going on. I feel absolutely weird. So got back in the car, and yeah, fucking that was it. Sat down, fast asleep. It's like, fuck. One thing I didn't really, I didn't eat. I didn't feel like eating that much. I definitely lost about a stone, I reckon, in that week. Just didn't really, not that I wasn't hungry or like really indecisive about what I wanted to do, what I wanted to eat. God, I was sat at the fucking, haven't listened to this. I was sat by the kettle for about 20 fucking minutes going, do I want tea or coffee? Tea, coffee. And then I was evaluating. I was like, yeah, coffee's there. And then I was like, fucking, what are you doing, you idiot? Just fucking make a drink and go sit down. Yeah, it was weird, mate. It was definitely something odd. So yeah, it definitely wasn't flu for me. Definitely not. It was something else, definitely. But yeah, crazy fucking shit. Glad I didn't have all of what was the one at the beginning? Was it Delta or Alpha or whatever they call it? Yeah, same, Jerry. Exactly the same, mate. It's just weird. It's like felt full on a piece of fucking toast. Dead strange, but then I think that's what is it? What they called it now? BA2 or some fucking stuff. But then I see China. What was the thing going on in China in the last few days? Are they fucking shut down Shanghai? 30 million people? Fucking some of the visuals coming out of China, absolutely mental. Fucking massive groups of people in white fucking full hazmat jobbies. Just fucking dragging people off the street into fucking buses and just mad, absolutely mental. And that's one thing I kind of guess the next couple of months, maybe, well, I don't know, maybe even sooner than that, but I think it's going to come back. I think there's going to be either a new release A new version. Yeah. Well, it's funny because I look at a thing called Flight Radar 24, which kind of shows you like flights and whatever. And I'm constantly, every single day since it started, I've seen American Air Force fuel tankers, like the refuelers, KC-10s, KC-13, is it the KC-135s? And then looking at seeing F-16s, F-15s leaving Lakenheath in the UK and doing these, full trips over to just on the edge of Ukraine, doing, I don't know, 15 circuits, figure of eights and all that kind of stuff. And then flying back to Mildenhall, refueling again, straight back out. And that's been going on for weeks now. Monkeyworks. I've heard of Monkeyworks. Monkeyworks. Remind me. Excuse me. Like I said to you before, I've still got a bit of like that I have to keep kind of ejecting, but maybe it is. Maybe I've still got a little bit of fuck knows. I hope not. I don't want it to fucking carry on and carry on. It did give me a bit of anxiety in a sense of like, because it didn't fit, because I was expecting when I saw it sort of come up, I thought, fucking hell, I'm gonna have, flu's fucking rubbish. Doesn't make you feel good, blah blah. So I was kind of like a bit, fuck's sake, I'm gonna go through a week of like fucking headaches, feeling sick, and so I kind of preempted it, and it kind of gave me a little bit of anxiety. But then, as it didn't happen and got all fucking freaky and trippy and whatever, it started to make me like really fucking think about it. I remember laughing and going, "What the fuck are you laughing at?" You know what I mean? It was that stupid. It was like being on acid without any of the good stuff. That's what it felt like. It's like being stoned without being stoned. It's like partly, but only the kind of rubbish bits. Yeah, tell me what Monkeyworks is. What is Monkeyworks? Because I've heard a few people mention that, to be honest. In fact, let me write these down. Where is what is it? JWTV and Monkeyworks. Yeah, Monkeyworks is a YouTube channel, I guess, is it? Monkeyworks. Yeah, but then Jerry, I guess that's from hearing about so many different fucking, so many bad stories about it. Because that's all. They never told you about stuff of people going, it was all right. It was just some fucking thing for like a week. It was all like, oh, long COVID. Oh, you got to fucking lose your smell. You got to do this. You got to that. You got to have weird bumps on your feet. There was like a whole fucking list of shit to freak everyone out. And I think that kind of, because I kind of felt the same, to be honest. Okay, cool. No, I should definitely. Oh, nice. Yeah, no, I should definitely check that out. Okay. Yeah, because I watched. I like what's his name. I think his name's Jerry as well. Actually, Big Jet TV. He always does some. He always does some good stuff. Like I've always liked aircraft for some reason. I think it's because where I went to school when I was dead young was right on a military flight path. So all day, every fucking day, there was fucking A-10s and 250 feet above the school. Fucking hell. So I kind of had 5 years of fucking jet planes, just fucking constantly back and forwards. And I think that's what kind of got me interested in. But yeah, it's fucking crackers, absolute crackers. So yeah, what else? In fact, one of you guys will know this, I think. Who's the youngest? Who's the young guy in the Senate? Like the youngest bloke? Oh fuck, what's his name? I thought I wrote it down. Did I write it down? No. The youngest bloke in the Senate. I think he's like 24 or something. And everyone's freaking out because he's come out and said that he was invited to go to a drug and sex party, and said it on, like, he was having a like full interview on one of the media channels, and he was saying, "Oh yeah, I was invited to like some dodgy like drug sex orgy thing," and he said, "Like what have you just invited me to?" And of course he said it, and then all all his divvy cronies have all come out and saying, I think it was, what was the word he used? I think it's things like that are impossible. One of the guys said, I think it was offensive that he said something like that. He said, it was like everyone had something to say on how bad it was that he said something. And you think, no one actually said, no, this shit doesn't happen. It's absolute bullshit. No one said that. Everyone just said, how dare he say things like that? And you think, okay, yes, no, that's him. That's him, the guy in a wheelchair. Yeah, no, I think it is definitely him. So I think he's in deep shit because of obviously what he's been saying, and but yeah, and they've just, what was it? There was a couple of months ago they did a test on the bathrooms. Are you ready for this? They did a test on the bathrooms in the House of Commons in the UK, and there was ecstasy and cocaine all over the mirrors, all over the toilet tops, fucking sides, toilet roll holders. And you think, oh, okay. Well, we all know how we all know how what people are like when they're on fucking copious amounts of cocaine. Talk about like ego, fucking hell. That stuff just feeds your ego. That's it. There's fuck all else you get out of that. It's just like, bring my ego out. You know what I mean? Hey, Mr. Lustin Sperry. Yes, fully survived, mate. How you been? How's things been going? We've had a right good chat tonight. We've had some right weird conversations. Had some good ones about CERN and the possibility of them having a terrible fucking accident a few years ago, which made everything go fucking mental. That's what we've been doing. Guys, give me 2 seconds. I've just got to go to the loo. I shall be back in like literally 60 seconds. Fucking hell, definitely getting old. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. Par's still in rehab, mate. He needs a couple more days to a week, I reckon. His voice has gone quite bad, and his legs are still, he's going through a lot of rehab, and he's got his therapist and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, doing all right, but still not quite ready to come home, which is fucking annoying because I want him back, Fucking boring, I tell you. I have some fabulous conversations with my dad. A lot of stuff about archaeology, forbidden archaeology, and yeah, because he loves all that stuff. We end up watching a lot of like Hancock and what's his name? What's the old guy called that does a lot of stuff with Graham Hancock? We sat and watched a 3-hour. I think it was it was the Rogan podcast when he had them both on, and yeah, do you know what? I need a share, but I just couldn't be focused. I want to sit near the radiator because I'm fucking cold. Yeah, I'm on the floor. Yeah, 100%. You just saw me go. Yeah. If I've got to straight my fucking legs out. Fucking hell, getting old shit. Hey, and talking about getting old, I don't know if you guys have seen a Madonna lately. Fucking hell. In fact, wait. Just in case mate, I will, 100%. So let me just show you this. This is Fooked. You must have seen it. You must have seen Madonna. So hold on a minute. Let me just see. Where is it? This is fucked. So where is it? Blah, 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 blah. Right. I'm sure you saw this, right? Right, hold on. And that's officially, if you can see, just there, blue tick. That's fucking Madonna. What the fuck? What the fuck? Adrenochrome. That's what I was going to say. All these fucking elite fucking weirdos taking that fucking stuff. But yeah, what the fuck happened to Madonna? Madonna used to be fucking gorgeous, for God's sake. And that's like age. That's like old fighting young, that is. Because if you look at her face, she's quite. It's got a bit like. She doesn't look old. She looks like a fucking animal. Or some kind of fucking other kind of being or something. But yeah, I felt like when I saw that, because someone showed me it and went, oh, who's that? And I was like, who the fuck is that? And it was there. It doesn't fucking look like anything like her. Fucking clone. That's probably what it is. A fucking clone. There's a very interesting thing about Michael Jackson. I don't know if you saw that. About how he was spotted in the back of a car with his sister. Sister did some kind of like social media thing. And there was a person in the back like this, hanging out of the way. And he went like that and freaked out. And they paused the picture and it just looks fucking like him. It looks like he's fucking still there. But now he's got like full dreads and stuff. And what they've done is there's in fact there was another picture of him somewhere. I think it was in a studio. And you know how they do those like biometrics with the face. and they put the face over and they check the gaps between the eyes and the mouth and nose and all that kind of stuff. And it was exact, like really fucking exact. In fact, this has brought me onto another fucking subject. Yes. It's gross. Absolutely fucking gross. Adrenaline. What the fuck? Oh, it's so disgusting. It makes me want to fucking throw up. It really does. But did you see the thing about The Simpsons? About how many things that they've predicted over the last 25 years or whatever? Like years in advance as well. Not just like, oh yeah, it was fucking a couple of weeks ago and this and that. Some of them are just like uncanny. Like really, like what the fuck? Is Matt Groening some kind of fucking time traveler or something? Because he's got these things down, like to the exact point. There's one where Trump, like I think the famous one is Trump coming down the escalator, waving at people, and the girl, we got all the kind of everyone's sort of gathered around the top of on the floor, and the girl has this sign, and she drops the sign, and it falls on the floor, and they go to pick it up. Well, in The Simpsons, that scene is in The Simpsons, but it's like 10 years ago. And they put side by side The Simpsons and the clip. And it's, it's the hand waves like this, and the signs drop at the same time, they're picked up at the same time. And you think, how can it be so exact on coincidence? But then they found some bloke went through every single episode, and there was like 270. Yeah, Project Looking Glass, exactly. In fact, when I watched the other night, there was something really interesting about how Tupac shot himself trying to get his gun out of his belt. And that the whole he got shot in the head and stuff was just myth. It's just some to make it look like it was whatever. But apparently there was something about I can't remember if it was the coroner or it was the coroner's assistant said something about how he had like a massive groin injury because as he tried to pull his gun out, it went off and fucking that was it. Just bled to death. Done. Wouldn't fucking surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me. It'd be funny, wouldn't it, if we're all waiting for some kind of fucking invasion. Yeah, they're actually running everything already. Fuck you now. Oh god, CERN. That's what it is. That's what made everything go fucking mad. I swear. But yeah, how can you get so many things? Like so many. You got the Boston thing, the towers. There's just endless. There was endless amounts. Yeah, in fact, that's Akil. Yeah, that's. I think that was the name they brought up. But yeah, it was whether he died or not. Because the coroners could have been just. But it's what they do, isn't it? It's what they do. You can't leave. You can't leave the group. And if you do, you've got to do something. You've got to sacrifice something. 6ix9ine, that fucking loony, has just been freaking out about all that stuff as well, saying how the industry is fucked and how you've got to sign your fucking contracts in. What was it? Eminem? I think it was Eminem. Do you remember that? Do you remember that interview he did? And he said that when he got a deal with, I think it was Interscope or someone like that. He said when he went to sign the contract, there was a plate with some kind of like what's it called? Not disinfectant, but something with a little pad, and there was a little knife, like a razor blade on the end of something, and he was apparently supposed to sign it in. It's gross. Absolutely fucking gross. Mate, you're not weird. It's fucking weirdest. Listen, We have something in the UK. Well, I guess you have it in the US as well. Cadbury's. I always remember it as Cadbury's with an S, and it's not. It's Cadbury. Cadbury chocolate. Doesn't even sound fucking right. Cadbury's chocolate. There's loads. I spotted that one and was like, what the fuck? I always remember the S. Always. Notice the amount of effects on my own. Want to go up certain words used these. Hey, have you ever noticed the 7-Eleven logo? Ready for this one? Why is 7, the SEVE, is all caps, but the end's small? Never noticed that. Always thought it was just all caps. It's very weird. Yeah, see, it could be predictive programming because you definitely can't remember everything you've ever seen, you know? But there's definitely, again, I would put that down to fucking CERN being fucking dangerous because that would explain why things have changed. In fact, Jerry, you probably, we talked about CERN on whether they had a massive accident. And this is like a dual, the only way I can kind of put it into words is there's like a dual reality going on at the moment. And the majority are in whatever they've fucking caused. And we're still in this one. And that's why people from either side can't see what the others are fucking seeing. Even though we see it as so obvious and so like, oh my God, how can people not fucking understand this? Or how can people not see this? Is that why? Because it's not in their fucking reality. That's what we were talking about earlier. I love that shit. I fucking love it. I love that stuff. Anything that's completely out of the box. Love it. But yeah. Simpsons. Crazy. Absolutely nuts. Like, there was so many. It wasn't just like a few. There was fucking tons of them. It's just like, what? How? How can there be that many things? Because half the things I remember, just like I fully remember it. It is weird, isn't it? But it would explain why shit's so fucking mental and why people can't see things that are right in front of their face, like whack. I can see it, it's there. And they're like, where? I can't see anything. I'm like, what the fuck? How? How can you not see that? Oh, it's crazy, isn't it? Things just get more mad. What was the thing the kid found as well? Some like 16-year-old kid. Some 16-year-old kid found. In fact, do you know what? I'll probably get this. Will probably get taken down for. Hold on a minute. Let me see if I can find this thing I found the other day about. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, shut up, you fuckers. They're all showing the fucking signs up. These fuckers. Mate, do you know what? I fell for it. And it was only because a mate sent it to me saying, mate, you've got to get on there. And I feel embarrassed. I feel stupid, but I fucking downloaded TikTok. My God, the shit on there is absolutely fucking mad. For some reason, the stuff on there would be 100% taken down off YouTube, Twitter, whatever. For some reason, they're allowing stuff on there that's just like, what the fuck? So I've got it on a phone that's. But let me just find this thing. Let me see if I can find this. One sec. Follow in. There was. Where is he? 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 Let me see if I can find this. One sec. Got that fucking Madonna song in my head. Bugger off, fuckers. That's how manipulative music is. Fucking stay in my head for a week now. Where the fuck's that? Fuck's sake. Gotta be here somewhere, one sec. Oh, come on. Fuck it, I'm just gonna have to try and find it. Let's see if I can find one sec. Sorry guys, just give me 3 seconds. I'm just trying to find this one guy. There's one kid on here who it was like some 16-year-old kid looking through his telescope. He was looking through his telescope and he found something that baffled NASA, baffled fucking everybody. Everybody was just like, what the fuck? And it's something that's blasting out energy about once an hour. And it looks like something out of some fucking film. It's really weird. It's come on, where is he? Fucking always come up here. God, there's some weird, maybe there's some fucking amazing stuff on here. Do you remember that? I don't know if you can see that. Do you remember that thing where it was like writing some kind of code in the fucking sky? I don't know if you remember that. That was a while ago. That was quite interesting. Apparently, someone translated it, and it's some fucking warning. It's gonna fucking do everybody or something. Ah, come on, where the fuck are you? I'll give up in about 10 seconds if I can't see it. God, there's some fucking tarts on TikTok. Fucking people with massive asses everywhere. So that's all girls want to do now is just be fucking dumb and show people, just have an arse as a career. It's like, what the fuck? Mate, I swear, right? If there's one social media that you want to go on that is just absolutely fucking wild, it's TikTok. And I know it's got that whole fucking Chinese thing behind it and whatever, but there's stuff on there that you just can't see anywhere else. You can't get it on YouTube. You can't get it on Facebook. You can't get it on Twitter. You might be able to get it on Twitter now. Fucking Dodge guy's got hold of it. But yeah, it's what's that? CERN's been shut down since. I'm about to fire back up. Was it shut down though? And if it was, why was it shut down? Mate, it's dangerously addictive though. I'll tell you that because it's just constant. It's fucking stuff. As soon as because the algorithm on there seems to be a lot better than YouTube's one and whatever. Everything becomes like as soon as you start looking at UFOs or whatever, fucking every video is about fucking UFOs, and you're just like Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ. But yeah, there's obviously a lot of fake stuff on there, and people obviously just wanting fucking clicks and likes and whatever. But some very interesting ones on there. Some really, yeah. See, I thought CERN. I just thought they'd gone quiet. I didn't realise that they're actually. But again, can you believe what we fucking read? Can we believe, what? Oh yeah, no, we shut it down. Can we, we really think about that and go, yeah, well, maybe. Let me try and find this bloke. Where the fuck are you? God damn it. What's that? No. Ah, come on. He will pop up any second. I'll give it another 3, 2, 1. Still not fucking down. What's that? Yes, there's another one. Look, this is that thing about China. Maybe see that. it's just full of that. It's like there's so much stuff on there that would definitely be taken down off here, like 100%. What the fuck? Look who that is. Oh, it's fucking madness, it is. But yeah, there's oh come on, there's got to be that one fucking kid. I'm just still trying to find him. Maybe he's been taken down because he's pissing too many people off. God knows. I can't find it. No. Fucking hell. Jesus Christ. Look at that. Fucking hell. That's frightening. That's apparently like the Russians doing their thing. Fuck me. And don't forget, a lot of the troops are on TikTok because they know they can just fucking put stuff up. So you'll see stuff that you just won't see anywhere else. 100%. I was saying, what's that? Maybe they have made a black hole already. It's ridiculous. OnlyFans, what the fuck? God, it's like, what did I hear the other day? I think Rogan said it. It was just like, how have women, when there's all this like equality stuff and all this stuff, yet they're degrading themselves so heavily and so quickly and so openly, and then they want to fucking say, you know, oh, the fucking same money. You know, what is it? Women footballers should have the same money as male footballers. Really? You know? Fucking, I don't know. All this equality stuff just seems to be fucking off its head as well. Again, is that what it is? Is that what equality is? I'm going to show me being. My saying is perception is reality regardless of the truth. Yeah, perception is about the most important thing. But again, this is what I was talking about: is how can you and I perceive a certain thing, and yet the person who you then show says, "Don't know what you're talking about." You know, and you think, really? How can you not see that? Yeah, see, I'd say that as well. I heard a lot of people saying, "Oh, you know, they failed." I think Putin thought it was going to be dead easy and this and that. I think he's just been very strategic. I think he's doing it slowly, surely. I don't think there's any of this because it's a very Western way to think to just go in and fucking annihilate everything because that never works, you know. And I think it was Jimmy Dore said, which never really thought about, but the only way war ends is through compromise. They don't end any other way. No one goes in and beats the fuck out of them and they just fucking give up. No one does that. They all end up sitting at the table and going, right, we've got to fucking come up with some kind of treaty or some kind of whatever. Yeah. Because they say, for fuck's sake. Oh, cancel culture needs a fucking slap. It really does. You're going to paint one in palm. Brilliant. The Russians. Oh, God. Isn't it just mad? See, again, this brings me back to like how fucking crazy everything is. How can people cancel things that are nothing to do with it? Like nothing. Like the mentality behind that for someone to think that that's right is not in my reality. It's not. It's just for me. It's just like what. That's like someone trying to convince you that 3 + 3 is 47. And then go, no, it's 47. And you're like, it's not. Yes, it is. No. Truth is truth, regardless of perception. Yeah. And the first casualty of war is truth. So, you know, when you've got sides trying to, because especially like you think about it, especially with social media these days, it's fucking, you know, that's where half of this fucking thing has been fought. Because it's just, you know, the propaganda machines on both sides have got massive backing, absolutely massive. Yeah, we've got a lot of Russians who don't even know this is fucking going on. You show them pictures of it and they say it's fake. No, he wouldn't do anything like that. And then you've got the other side saying, you know, fucking the Russians are just like ISIS. I think that's what Zelensky said the other day. Oh, the Russian troops are just like ISIS. Excuse me, mate. Have you seen what your fucking Azov brigade have been doing? Oh, no. Azov, they're fine. Again, how the fuck can someone perceive that as fine? Oh, I'm going to put pork fucking fat on all the bullets. What? What the fuck? Oh, we just let a fucking shitload of people out of prison, from rapists to fucking mass murderers and whatever. Give them a uniform, give them a guns. There you go, mate. Go and crack on. And these people are okay. What the fuck? Really? I don't know. It's fucking. The more I talk about this, and the more I kind of realise how mental everything is, makes me really think CERN had a fucking terrible accident. They had a terrible something bad happen. Fuck, you know. I've just read that again. It makes me laugh. My name starts with Z. Everyone's camping the symbol Z. What about zebras? Are they just going to be called ebras from now on? What about Zulu tribes? Just Ulu. Oh, I'm going to take the kids to the oo. Oh, God. How fucking mad can it get? Can it get more mad? I think so. I'm pretty sure it's going to get fucking mental. Maybe this now isn't anywhere close to where it's, you know, how mental things are going to get. Because I'm finding it hard right now to fathom some of the shit that I'm seeing and reading and whatever. Exactly. Mate, you took the words out of my mouth. Because people like Jerry, yourself, Magic, Alexis, Dougal, whoever. I'm so glad I started this channel because I've met you guys, you know? And I know there's thousands of other people out there, but I like the channel with like 100 subscribers or under because it makes it's a bit more personal, you know? Yeah, for sure. See, that was something, it's funny. This is what I love about fucking doing a live is that you'll come up with, any of you will come up with something that triggers something that I then can, you know, come at you with. So what was the thing I saw? Right, okay, so we'll get into this. So everything is frequency, right? They have been smashing this country as well. They've been absolutely smashing it. Maybe crazy, but not alone. Yeah. I don't think we're crazy, mate. I think we're fucking on the button. I think we really are. I think the world's fucking crazy. I think it's everyone else. It's like driving. It's like I drive quite fine. It's all the other cunts on the road. But yeah, it's So everything's frequency, yeah. Every single thing, from for obviously things like music and whatever, but vibration, from all the way down to all the way up frequency wise. The amount of manipulation frequency does is stunning. It's absolutely stunning. I don't know if you've ever looked at what's it called? What's it called? What's it called? There's like a sound. There's like a soundboard, and they put sand on the soundboard, and then they blast the board with frequencies. In fact, do you know what? One sec. One second. I'm going to see if I can find it on the old tube. One sec. So frequencies. Making. One sec. Right. So I might be able to do this. Can you guys see that? Hold on a minute. Right. So watch this. Let me forward it on a little minute. Oh, come on. Right, so check this out. I thought this was pretty fucking amazing, to be honest. And this is pretty old. This is 2013. This. So right. So this is frequency 345 hertz. So watch this. You guys can see that, all right? I hope. Look at that. It's fucking stunning. Three thousand 240 hertz. Look at that. So you can see that frequencies fucking can do insane things. Like really fucking insane. So think about it. I don't know if you remember. Oh, fucking hell, stop. I don't know if you remember the. Do you remember the Japanese guy who did the experiment with blasting frequency words? So he'd choose like 5 nice words like love, kind, all that kind of stuff, and then he'd choose things like devil, Hitler, death, all that kind of stuff. And he would say these and instantly freeze the water and show you the structure of the water. And all the nice words had absolutely stunning symmetrical shapes and stuff like that. And all the evil stuff had just a fucking scramble. It looked like someone was thrown up on a fucking plate. Like it was awful. And it just shows you that when you say something to somebody, like if you say, "Oh yeah, fuck you," it affects them, hence their reaction. So it affects them inside. It affects their it must affect everything, And I've always thought like I've I've DJ'd and produced music for 25, 30 years, and when I started to learn about, especially like things about like the Rife frequency stuff, about 369, 528, all that stuff. I used to find the frequencies. I used to look on my what's it called? I forget the fucking name of it now. But like for things like bass lines and things, I would choose certain frequencies, and I would make sure whether it depends on where the frequency was, whether it was like the bottom end, mid range, or top end. And I would I suddenly started putting these things into my music, and it started to make people go fucking mad, like proper lose it in the clubs. And I thought, what the fuck? How come I've not been doing this for years, like years and years and years? And it just shows you, it's like everything affects, every single thing affects. you know when you see like we were talking about like this spraying and all that kind of stuff. So I've got some fabulous pictures. Like in fact, I don't think I've got it rigged up at the moment. But I was going to say on another one. Well, I think, do you know what? I think I'm going to do the lives from here, because then I can spin that round. You can see the fucking TV, and you know I can play stuff and show you some photos that I've taken, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, words definitely when they say words have weight, they fucking do. They really, really do. Words are not just words. They affect, you know. And you know, there's pictures that like I guess everybody's seen this. If you know about like the spraying of all that kind of stuff. Do you ever see like the barring? It's just line. I don't mean lines from aircraft, but like say you've got a full clouded sky and it's just bars, like perfect fucking bars, like frequency bars. You can see these fucking ripples and all this kind of stuff. And I've always thought, you know, we talk about like things like HAARP and whatever, how they send huge amounts of fucking wattage, you know, 100 million fucking watts into the sky and all this kind of stuff. I can't deny and say that it's just not true that frequencies are so effective and manipulative. You know, think about it. I can play you a piece of music now that will make you cry. I'll play you a piece of music now that will make you fucking log out and fuck off. You know what I mean? It can make people mad. It can make people angry. It can make people love. It can make people fucking cry. It can make people just dance like fucking lunatics. It can stop people dancing. And you know, that's something I learned from being a DJ, was how you put a set together is to, because every club, you know, whether, I don't know if you know this, but a lot of the clubs, they don't want you to play music that's just going to make people fucking dance all night. They want you to have breaks where people can go to the fucking bar and buy a fucking drink. So about every 15, 20 minutes, you have a breakdown and something a little bit kind of lower down in the energy level, and it would make people kind of like the dance floor would change a bit. And then bang, you put something in and fucking people would erupt again. So it was the whole, that, you know, when you hear of like DJs working the crowds, that's how that works. But going back to like the barring, I've got some insane pictures for the next live. I might even do another live tomorrow and just do it purely on the stuff that I've, you know, some of the pictures that I've got. And we'll do a weather thing, because that's another thing. You know, I'm always taking fucking photographs, always. You know, from fucking grids, like full grids of the sky, like just the noughts and crosses board, over from horizon to horizon, ripples to fucking square clouds to whatever. I've got absolutely tons. And I've got them from Thailand, I've got them from Malaysia, I've got them from the UK, I've got them from Spain. Everywhere I've lived, I took as many photos as I could. Every time I saw something mad, I was like, what the fuck? So I think that might be the next live, is we'll do a go through some of these pictures. Or I might do it as a upload, just slot stuff in, so then you can go through it as, you know, as you wish, or whatever. But what's the rice? The guy do rice to, oh yeah, well I think that's what he was putting on there. What is it, sand or rice or whatever? But as the frequencies get higher, the pictures get more elaborate. You know what I mean? It starts off with kind of a shape like that, and then it goes to like that, and then it goes to that, and then it's just like fucking 100 circles, and then 500 circles, and 10,000 circles, and yeah, it's a pretty interesting subject, frequencies, because you can see them everywhere. You can see them absolutely everywhere. You see them in water, you see them in the sky, you can feel them. You know, some you can't hear, some you can. I find that for me, from being a producer and whatever, it's really, really fucking interesting because it really got me. It showed me that if you put this frequency in your song and you do this a certain way, it can make people fucking react. And that's what I did. I put fucking probably I probably released 200 songs, I think, over my career. And it's all techno and tech house. So I don't know if you guys are into that kind of stuff, but and some of it's a load of shit, really is. I listen back but then some of it I listen and think, fuck me, you know. In fact, I'll show you one sec. One second. Where's Beatport? There we go. So let me just show you this. Right, so let's see if I can get a. Right, so can I get a view all? Right, so check this out. So I did 100% fully agree, Jerry, mate. 100%. So just to show you, just real quick, so that you'll be able to see it there. So these are all my songs, all these here, and there's fucking hell. Hold on a minute. That can't be right, is it? That can't be right, surely. Hold on a minute. What the fucking hell? 811 pages. Jesus Christ. Anyway, there's probably like 200-300 songs that I've done for dance music and clubs and whatever. So, but listen, we'll get into that. I think we'll have a whole chat about that because I find that quite interesting. If you guys find that interesting, then I'll definitely do something like that. But listen, fucking hell, 2 hours 20 minutes tonight. Holy shit! I've well enjoyed myself. I proper enjoyed myself. I hope you guys have too. I really do. Because we've touched this subject and that subject, and So listen, I think count's dropped off to 1, so it's just you and me, mate. I think. So maybe we'll call it there. Fuck, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. Didn't realise. Again, time. Fucking, where did that go? I feel like I started like 20 minutes ago. For God's sake. Crazy. Fucking 1 o'clock and 10 to 1 in the morning. Fucking what? I started at what, 11? 10 to, no, what was it, half 10? Jesus. But, should we call it there? I'm fucking fine to stay on if anybody wants to crack on. But if you guys got stuff to do, then, I can quite easily just sit and watch a few things and whatever. In fact, I think, let's call it a day. I think 2 hours, 2 hours, 20 minutes is good enough. But listen, guys, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I needed this tonight because I've been bored shitless for so long. Well, listen, my what's the word, pseudonym or my alias that I used to do was, I'll put it in here so you can see. That was who I used to go down as. Not my real name, obviously, but that was my artist name, which I did everything under. Yeah, mate. Do you know what? I might do one tomorrow evening. I think I might. I think we'll do one. We'll just have a frequencies night because that's quite interesting for me. Because that's something I can kind of talk about just off the bat, and I'll show you a load of pictures and all that kind of stuff. I think that might be quite good. The only trouble is because the screen. So what I'll do, I'll try and figure out how to get the screen to kind of calm down a bit because I've noticed that when I do that, How is it that? How the fuck is one on the left, one on the right, one on the left, one? CERN. Yeah, like all sorts of weird shapes. But do you know one of the weirdest things I think I saw in Thailand was square clouds, like proper square clouds, and the ones that look like a flag where it sort of went, but then it had the same shape underneath. There's some proper weird shit going on. We've just got to be aware of it. I think that's about the most important thing is just be fucking aware. Awareness is literally everything. Because that's why we're in such a shit today, is because people are just not aware. And whether it's because they've got their own shit going on, they just don't have time for it, or don't want to get into it. You know, it takes a lot. It takes a lot to go down the rabbit hole. It really does. Really, that's freaked me out now. I really don't understand what the fuck's going on. How can I have how can it be? Why isn't it just like all down one side? That is so weird. It's like three of me. Ooh, proper freaky. So listen, let's call it a day, guys. Thank you so much. It's been an absolute pleasure chatting with you. I love it. I fucking love this. I'm glad that it's like the channel's just not been overtaken by fucking thousands and thousands of people, because this wouldn't be possible. And I'm glad I haven't promoted the site. I've not done anything because I don't really want it to get any bigger, if you know what I mean. I kind of like it like this because I can get to know you kind of a bit more personally, rather than just be like fucking chat scrolling like a fucking cunt and being able to cut missing questions and people know, oh, you're not answering my question. I like it like this, you know. So yeah, let's try and do this tomorrow. I know I've got a bit of shit to do tomorrow. In preparation for my dad coming back, but we shall. I'll try and come on about the same time, about 10:30 my time. So like, I don't know what time it'll be in the States, like 6, 5, 4, depending on where you are. So let's do that. Jerry, Billy, Magic, guys, fucking. In fact, there was 4 of us. Whoever missed. Well, anyway, listen. Thank you so much. It's been an absolute pleasure yet again. It lets me vent a bit as well, which I fucking need at the moment. So yeah, let's try and get back tomorrow. And if not, if I don't do a live tomorrow, I'll definitely put a video up, and I'll just fill it with photos and all that kind of stuff. But listen, I've got to see that again because that really fucking freaked me out. Like, why is there such a delay as well? So it's definitely there's definitely more of me in this world. I reckon there's 3 fucking realities. Anyway, listen, take it easy, take care of yourselves, take care of your loved ones, and yeah, just stay aware, guys. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Be good.